Hey everybody! So as you know, I go to Disneyland a bit, about once or twice a year it's turned into, and I know there's some people who live closer to Disneyland who go more often, but round trip takes 16 hours and that's without spending opening to closing at Disneyland. It's a little bit difficult with my work schedule to do that. Anyways, I recently found that I had this denim vest, and I've seen multiple people at Disney with their vests full of pins, which I have been collecting since who knows when. There's probably a date on one of these. So I'm gonna show you my Disney pins as I get ready to put them on my vest. Someone out there is gonna enjoy watching this. Okay, so the reason I wanted to put everything onto a vest, pictured here, is because I have 4 lanyards. And even though my mom's okay with wearing all of the lanyards at once, I am not. It's heavy and it itches my neck. But I'm going to show you my different pins on my lanyard before I take them off. I don't actually remember when I got most of these pins. This was the first lanyard that I ever got. Doesn't have a date on any of these pins, does it? I'm gonna take you step by step through all of the pins. First we have this Mickey Mouse, which is like a dragon, and I think I got this in Disney World in like the Epcot Center because they had pins for each of the destinations, and I thought the dragons looked really cool. Next, I think this came in a pin trading pack that I just wanted to keep, I guess. And it's Mickey being like, yay! With a lanyard and some pins of his own and a badge that says Mickey. Next, we have this little Pooh Bear. He has a butterfly in his tummy, and I like Pooh Bear. I like Winnie the Pooh in general. I think I relate to all of the characters on there all at once, which I suppose is what it's all about. Next we have Ursula. Ursula and Hades and a little bit Scar are my favorite Disney villains because they're so great. So I got a pin with her, and she has little rhinestones and there's little tentacles, and it's great. Next we have Baby Eeyore. Again, I really like Winnie the Pooh. I think the baby pastel theme is super cute. I have Baby Tigger, which I got after I got Baby Eeyore. I think I found Baby Eeyore while trading, and I found Baby Tigger while shopping. This one's definitely from Disney World. It is Mickey Mouse playing a guitar, his hand moves, and it's for Rock and Roller Coaster, which is in the Hollywood park. I forget what it's called. It's the Hollywood theme park, and it's right across from Tower of Terror, which I really hope they don't change to Guardians, but Disney World seems to be better at maintaining than Disneyland does. Maybe because it's Florida and not LA. Next we have another great villain. It's one of the Siamese cats from Lady and the Tramp. We are Siamese if you please. Next we have a little tiny pin for Sleepy's, one of the dwarfs, and he's just really little, and I think that's why I wanted him. I like little things because I myself am a small person, so having smaller things makes me feel like a regular sized human. This one's from Disney World, and the only reason I know that is because it says Disney World on it. It is probably one of the first pins I ever got. It's a picture of the castle, and it's got Tinkerbell who flies over, spreading magic and joy. The next pin, not sure what I was thinking when I got it. Still super cute though, but I don't know. I might keep it. I think I've become attached to it now, but it's a little chibi Mickey and Minnie Mouse holding little rubber balloons. Next we have a Tinkerbell, which my mom got me because she's holding a diamond because my birthday is in April, is my birthstone. I think diamonds are boring though. They're only white. I'd much rather have a more interesting birthstone. But as I've been told, diamonds come in many different colors, so I guess I'll settle for diamond. Going along with the Baby Pooh Bear theme, I have an actual Baby Pooh Bear, and he's drinking honey or eating honey, and he's super cute. I found that I really like pins with pictures in them and frames, and so I've been getting a lot of them recently. But this we got on the 50th anniversary of Disneyland opening in LA, or in Anaheim, and it's a picture of the castle, and again it just has Tinkerbell flying over it. This pin was difficult to get. I saw it in a pin shop somewhere, and the rule when we were younger was that we don't go shopping until the very end, because who's gonna carry that? Dad, he didn't want to. Actually, he probably wouldn't have minded, but then there would have been more shopping and less doing things. But this pin I saw and I couldn't find in any of the other stands, and I knew it was in New Orleans Square, which we definitely went to every evening for the fireworks and the show. We would stand in New York Square, we would get a churro just before all the churro stands closed, and I really wanted this pin, and my dad asked, do you want a pin? Or do you want this pin, or do you want a churro? And I chose the pin. Me, who, when I'm allowed to go to Disneyland by myself, eat at least 5 churros in a day. I chose to get the pin instead of getting the churro. And it's this picture of Walt Disney with Mickey Mouse holding the frame. It was the first I had seen of it. Turns out they decided to do it a lot more often in the later years, but I really wanted this pin, and I still really like it. I think it's better than some of the other ones that they have, although my brother really likes the one with the silver frame with all of the depictions of Mickey Mouse on around it and Walt Disney's hands in his pockets, because that's how Morgan walks, with his hands in his pockets, and Dad always says to not do that. Next we have this Mickey Mouse head with little cheetah prints, and the cheetah prints are in the shape of Mickey Mouse heads. It's an inception. I thought cheetah print was super cool. I got a hat with the ears with cheetah print on it. I think cheetah print is a little less cool now, mainly because I think the pattern looks better on the animal than I think it would do on a human, and I'm not entirely sure why I made that decision, but I made it. So that's my first lanyard. If you go to Disneyland often, do you collect pins? Do you collect pictures? Do you collect anything? What do you do when you go to Disneyland? Let me know in the comments down below. Tell me which one's your favorite pin. I'd love to know. And I will see you guys next week. Bye!